Changing a bad habit or a lifestyle like being a workaholic or a perfectionist is like training a muscle in a different and quite uncomfortable way. Let me give you an example. When I hired my trainer just to help me get into shape, the very first thing what he was doing is giving me simple basic exercises just to see my technique. And so I thought I know how to make proper push-ups, yet when he corrected my posture, I was only able to make 2 properly. Every reps were challenging and I felt destroyed and asked myself how big effort I have to make just to make such a little result. And if you can relate, this is where we tend to overthink it and beating ourselves up that we should be better at this. And this is where most people rather quit, because it is easier to stuck to the routine that we got addicted to. But let me share you a quote I came across recently. You cannot shame yourself into change. You can only love yourself into evolution. Pain and discomfort are humbling, and they are the part of the process of becoming the version of you that you will be proud of. But beating yourself up and being hard on yourself only delay this to manifest. And every time when you choose to stay late at work just to compete with time and then realize that you can't, just remind yourself that you cannot add more days to your life, but you can add more lives to your days. And change is a process, so here is what I did. Reflect on what problems are persisting, and then what are the consequences that you are resisting if you would change the routine. Because we all have some old perspectives and logic to unlearn and replace. For instance, if you tend to stay late at work and then postponing your meetups, if you have big projects, then it's acceptable. But if you do this every time in every project, then it's a pattern that keeps you comfortable repeating. And this can become compulsive too. So for instance, when you are enjoying the sense of accomplishment after finishing a task, and now you have to leave your task halfway because you have a meeting with your friend, then time becomes a shiny object what you try to hunt, but it is just unsustainable. So list out your alternatives and then break them down into smaller, measurable steps. If you have a big project, then try to break them down into smaller subsequent goals following the GROW or the SMART framework. This will help you create a roadmap and also having you see the bigger picture, which will help you reduce the sense of urgency, and that can help you take you out from this fight or flight mode. And therefore you can keep your promises to your friends and to yourself, which inevitably build your self-esteem and your confidence in your words. And these adjustments will do 2 things. 1, small habits create a structure, and that helps you keep momentum. As if the steps are small, then it's doable, no excuses. Because you want to build commitment, which is stronger than forcing yourself into discipline. And second, when you measure your progress, you will gain evidence, which will help you beat your inner critic. And that's why realistic time frame and accurate data is essential here. One of the main trouble with changing a habit is dealing with the discomfort and the uncertainty. But taking small steps will help you transform stagnation into progress. Confidence is gained through building competence by consistent repetition of new habits. Quality over quantity, impact over productivity. Thanks for watching.